Hi, welcome to a Gentle Yoga Flow. I'm Dan. I'm a teacher of yoga at the JCC. I teach on Wednesdays to teach a gentle yoga class. I'm a certified yoga instructor. And as part of the JCC GB Plus program that has been amazing, they pulled together pretty quickly. We're trying to provide content for our members to enjoy and help take care of themselves during these difficult times. And this flow will be about 30 minutes, mostly standing poses with a few things on the mat towards the end. Don't need any props. If you have any props that you like to use, feel free to integrate them into however you're doing your practice today. Let's get started. We're going to start just by coming to a nice standing position. Have your feet parallel and just about hip width apart. Bring your palms by your side, hands by your side. Stand up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Notice how you're breathing. Just take a moment. Listen to your breath. Notice what you were like the moment before you started to pay attention. Can you even recall what that felt like? How were you breathing? Just take a moment, check in as you're standing here. And then as you're standing here, just start to bring a little bit of movement into your breath. As you inhale, lift up all the way, starting with your feet, pressing the feet into the mat, lifting up out of the hips, through the crown of the head. You're nice and tall as you can be. And as you exhale, let the breath lift you up as much as you can, maintaining length. And then take another big inhale. And let it out. And start to follow just a normal pattern of breathing for yourself, even inhales and exhales. Nice long inhale. Nice long exhale, matching the inhale. Take several rounds of breath on your own here. Bring your palms together to your heart center. Bring an intention to your practice today, whatever that may be for you in this moment. And then let the hands come back by your sides. One more big long inhale, pressing the feet into the mat, lifting up all the way through the crown of the head. And a matching long exhale, letting it all out. And then gently move the feet, open your eyes. And we're going to start this flow today with just some forward folds. So just as you were standing before, with your feet parallel, come to a nice standing position. Inhale the arms up. Reach up as high as you can. And then as you exhale, bend your knees a little bit, fold at the waist, folding over the waist, keeping the knees bent, letting the head drop down, letting the hands come as low as they're going to come. Exhaling completely. Inhale back up, straightening the knees as you're upright, reaching the hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold again, letting the breath all the way out, bending the knees, folding over the waist, letting the hips come up as high as you can. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold again, letting the knees be soft, folding over the waist, letting the head drop, noticing that perhaps on each forward fold you're getting a little bit deeper, a little more length. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold the last time, all the way down, letting the hands come down as far as they can, letting all the air out. And then come on back up and back to a standing position. Inhale the arms up as you bend your knees, sink your hips, come to a chair position. Keep sinking the hips, reaching the hands as far up towards the ceiling as you can, lifting the chest, sinking the hips, keeping the weight in the back of the heels here. Let the breath be nice and steady and even. And then inhale, come on back up, bring the arms back to the sides. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, come on all the way down, come up onto your toes, onto the ball of your feet and your toes. And then from here, I want you to start to stand up. So you can start to lift your hips, and as soon as your heels can touch, you're going to stop coming up. So for me, I'm going to start to come up, start to strengthen my legs. My heels touch here, I stop right here. And then I'm going to inhale my arms straight out. And then from here, I start to lift my arms, lift my chest, keeping my hips as low as I can. Keep bringing the arms up a little bit higher, keeping the breath nice and steady and even. 2 more breaths here. And on an inhale, press the feet into the mat and back to a standing pose. From here, step your left foot back behind you. And you're going to come to a heel-to-heel alignment, more or less, or a little bit wider even if you need that for stability. And bring your hands to your hips. And notice that for me, most people, when I'm in this position, my hips, if I were to just align them where they're pointing off this way. And so for this pose, I want to rotate the hips around towards the front of the mat. Take a big inhale. Reach back. Let the gaze go up towards the ceiling. Arch the back as far as you can. And then exhale. Keeping the legs straight. Fold over the waist. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward. And then bring the forehead down towards the right knee. Pulling the right hip back. Trying to keep the hips as even as you can. Take a couple rounds of breath here. Then on an inhale, come on back up. Then inhale the left arm up. And then exhale, fold forward, reaching with the left hand as far forward as you can, pulling the right hip back, reaching with the crown of the head. Keep reaching forward with the hand and the crown of the head as you pull that right hip a little bit back. Keep reaching. 1 more breath. Inhale, back up. Bring the hands back to the hips. Bend the front knee. Step back to the front of the mat. Step the right foot back. Again, the feet are heel to heel roughly. Back foot is turned in about 60 degrees. And again, rotate the hips forward so they're pointing towards the front of the mat. Take a big inhale and arch the back, letting the gaze go up. As you exhale, fold at the waist, bending forward, pulling that left hip back a bit as you fold over the waist, letting the forehead come down towards the left knee. Letting the breath be nice and even here. Keep breathing. In and out through the nose if you can. In and out, at least in through the nose and out through the mouth if you can't exhale through the nose easily. And then inhale all the way back up. Inhale the right arm up. As you exhale, fold at the waist, reach the right arm forward as far as you can. Keep reaching with the right fingertips. Keep reaching with the crown of the head. Let the feet be strong. Keep reaching, pulling that left hip back. Reach a little more. Keep reaching, one more breath. Inhale all the way back up. Hands to your hips, bend the left knee, step back to a standing position. Step the left foot back, same foot position as we were in before, hands on the hips. This time you're going to bend the front knee, rotate the hips, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale the arms up, warrior one. Look up between your hands. Maybe press the palms together. Bring your hands back to your heart center. Hands to your hips. Inhale. Bring your weight forward. Step back. Step the right foot back. Same foot position. Front knee is bent. Hips are pointing straight. Hands to your heart center. Inhale the arms up. Let your gaze go up between your hands. Maybe press the palms together. Bring your hands to your heart center. Hands to your hips. Bring your weight forward. Step back to a standing position. Now, face this way for you. We're going to do some arm work, shoulder work. Bring your feet together, toes touching, heels slightly apart if you can. Otherwise, hip width apart, but feet parallel. Bring your hands by your side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers, point the index fingers. Now, grounding with your feet into the mat. Press the feet into the mat, lift up all the way through the legs, through the hips, through the shoulders, reaching the index fingers as high as you can on that inhale. As you exhale, you're going to bend to the right. And as you breathe, let the air, as you inhale, fill up the side body of the left side as you're bending to the right. Each inhale, fill the lungs, open the side body. Back to center on an inhale. Change the interlace of your fingers. Point the index fingers. Again, big inhale, press the feet into the mat. Reach all the way up as high as you can. Exhale the other side to the left. And again, as you inhale in this pose, let the air fill the right side of the body as you inhale. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the arms out to the sides, palms up. On an inhale, reach the hands as far apart as you can. Reach the fingers. Rotate the palms up towards the ceiling. Lifting as much as you can, letting the baby finger come up higher than the thumb. And then start reaching the arms back as if you could touch thumbs behind you. Let your chin come up. Let your gaze go up towards the ceiling. Arch the back. Let the gaze go as far back as you can, opening the chest, reaching with the hands as far as you can, keeping the feet strong. Couple breaths here. And then gently come back to center. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, bring the right arm under the left, cross at the elbows, bring the hands together, or anything that resembles anything like this. Don't worry what you look like, doesn't matter. We're trying to stretch the back body here. Inhale, lift the elbows up a little bit higher. Each inhale, lift the elbows higher. One more inhale. As you exhale, bring the arms back out to the sides. Exhale, come back the other way, left under right, crossing at the elbows, hands together. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Again, each inhale, see if you can find a little more height. It might only be 1/4 of an inch, might not be viewable or noticeable, but you'll feel it in your body. It's only you and your body, that's all there is. No one else is in your body. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. Last big inhale. And as you exhale, let the arms come back out to the sides. Inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers. Press the palms up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the palms as far up as you can. Then release. Let the arms come back by their sides and shake them out a little bit. Now come towards the back of your mat. Have your feet parallel. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, fold at the waist, just like we did in the beginning, bending the knees a little bit, letting the hands come down, bending the knees enough that you can get your hands down, and then walk your hands all the way out, come to down dog pose. We're going to take 5 long breaths in down dog here. Press the hands into the mat, spread the fingers, straighten the arms, lower the head, lift the hips up and back, don't worry about the knees. Lift the hips a little higher, press them up, and then any amount you can press the heels towards the mat, that's good. And then come on down, lower the knees. Bring your forearms to the mat. Interlace your fingers. Walk your elbows in. We're going to do a forearm plank. So we're going to be here for 10 breaths. You can come in and out 10 times if you want. You may stay for the whole series. You may be in and out a few times. Whatever you need to do, you do. So from here, step the right foot back, step the left foot back. Come into your forearm plank. So we're looking for nice flat body, core is engaged, legs are engaged. Press with the heels towards the back of the room. Reach with the crown of the head forward. So you've got 2 actions that are counter each other at the same time. Reaching forward, pressing back. That will flatten the whole body out, make it nice and long. Keep breathing. Core is very engaged here. Legs are strong. Arms are engaged. Shoulders are working. 2 more breaths. And then lower your knees. Point your toes. Bring your forehead all the way to the mat. Bring your arms by your sides, palms down. As you bend your elbows, slide your hands up towards your waist, come onto your fingertips. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Take a big inhale. Lift the head, lift the chest, lift the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows in to gain more height. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift up. Each inhale, find a little more height. Squeeze the elbows. And slowly come on down. Bring your hands to your low ribs. On an inhale, press all the way up, come to upward dog. Lift, let your gaze go up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, come back to down dog for 5 long breaths. Or if you're tired at this point, you can come to child's pose. We will all be in child's pose very soon. 1 more nice breath in down dog. And then lower your knees. Spread the knees as fairly wide, almost as wide as the mat. Bring your toes together a little bit, sink the hips, and lower your head down. You can maybe put your forehead on your forearms. If you have a pillow handy, you can put your head on a pillow. Maybe you like your head on the mat, and you can bring your hands by your sides. You want to be comfortable. That's really the most important thing. Find a comfortable position here. Just take a couple rounds of breath. And then rise up and make your way onto your back. You lie back with your knees bent. And we're going to do a form of happy baby, but you can do this pose 2 ways. You can do this pose by grabbing your knees, and you can do this pose by reaching between your knees and grabbing the outside of your feet. Whichever way, what I want you to do is take a big inhale, press your feet up towards the ceiling, or if you're in this position, take a big inhale, press the shins up a bit, and then as you exhale, you're going to pull the right knee down towards your armpit. If you're in this pose, right, you're going to press the foot down, pushing the knee towards your right armpit, and then inhale back up, and as you exhale, pull the left foot down, pulling that left knee towards your left armpit. Inhale up, and then alternate each side. Exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. Continuing on your own, finding your own rhythm and breath, either side, either form of the pose. Just pull that knee down towards your armpit. Let the inhale rise up. Exhale, pull down towards that right side. 2 more breaths back and forth. And then lower the feet back to the mat. Cross the right leg over the left, walk the left foot in, lift the hips up, swing the hips a little bit so that the knees can fall to the left. Let your arms come out wide, let the gaze go out to the right. This is a supine twist, so a twist on the floor. You really got a double twist going. You're twisting your lower body one direction and your upper body and your neck towards the other direction. Let your breath start to ease up so you're less focused on really a Ujjayi breath and just starting to breathe a little bit more normally. And then rotate, come on up, bring the head back to center. Uncross the legs, cross the left leg over the right, walk that right foot in, lift the hips a little bit, slide to one side as the knees fall towards the right side of the body. And again, the gaze is going off to the left side of the body. Again, letting the breath start to come back to just a normal, even breathing. Still having some focus on it, but not quite so much. We start to prep for Shavasana, letting the body and the mind start to cool a little bit. And then bring your head back to center. Bring your hips back to center. And then extend your legs out straight. Close your eyes. If there's anything you want to have for Shavasana, sometimes people want a blanket or a shirt to be warm or whatever. Be comfortable, lie back, have your arms by your side, and allow the mat and the floor to interact with your body, feeling your body being held to the mat by gravity. There's nowhere to go. In this pose, we're asking nothing of our body. As Shavasana is corpse pose, so we're looking for quiet and stillness as the body has just worked nice and hard. This is its break, this is its restoration. We give it a few minutes of Shavasana, of quiet and stillness. For a few minutes, we'll just lie still and relax. Let go of any focus on your breath. Soften your eyes. Soften the belly. Shavasana. as you remain in Shavasana. Lie still, lie quiet. I don't normally talk during Shavasana, but I do feel in this setting it might be a little bit helpful. So continue to lie quietly. I'm just going to, for a moment, raise the concept, one of the principles in yoga. It's a concept called ahimsa. It's a concept of non-harming. And I note that as we all practice our social distancing, we are all practicing ahimsa. We are actively not harming ourselves, potentially, and we're actively not harming other people, potentially. And so I think it's important as we're in this mode to recognize the importance of what we're doing and why we're doing it. We protect ourselves and our loved ones and our friends and our friends' friends and even people we do not know. I'll start to move your fingers and toes a little bit. And then bend your knees and gently roll onto your right side, keeping your eyes closed. And then slowly, with keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to a seated position. Find a seated pose where you can sit up nice and tall. Reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Recall the intention that you started the practice with today. Bring love with keeping your eyes closed. Make your way up to a seated position. Find a seated pose where you can sit up nice and tall. Reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Recall the intention that you started the practice with today. Bring love and gratitude into your heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in this Gentle Yoga Flow as part of the JCC GD Plus program. I encourage you to check out all the content that's available. Everyone has been working very hard to make this available in this challenging time. So I hope you stay well and be well and join in again. Thank you.